If you're moving to North Texas and trying to decide between do I get a new construction or a resale home, this decision could easily cost you tens of thousands of dollars if you make the wrong choice. Because while brand new homes look amazing, there's several things about buying a brand new construction home many buyers don't realize until they've already signed the builder contract. At the same time, a lot of resale homes offer advantages that many buyers overlook or just don't know about. After helping a lot of buyers relocate here to North Texas, I've seen people make both decisions and seen both sides of their decision, the regret or that they loved it. So in this video, we're gonna break down when new construction homes actually make sense for you, when resale homes are the smarter choice, the biggest mistake buyers make when choosing between those two options, and how to decide which one is really best for you and your situation. So let's start with new construction and then we'll go to resale. When a lot of clients come to me, buyers reach out, and one of the first things they talk about is the new construction. And it's super easy to understand why, right? It's they have some great brand new amenities. You walk in, it's a modern layout, brand new appliances, new kitchen, new floors. It smells new, looks new, it looks great. And I'll be honest, I bought a new construction home. There is something nice knowing you're the first person to live in it. And for families moving from out of state, the builders definitely do make the process a lot smoother. You choose a floor plan, go to the design center, pick some upgrades, your design, wait for construction to finish, and then come in and close. And for many buyers, that process works out super well. But there are a few things about new construction that buyers don't always realize at first, and that's gonna be the builder pricing. Now, one of the biggest misunderstandings about new construction is the price they see advertised. And I can't blame you. There's so many realtors on Instagram, and it bugs me that they will show a model home with $400,000 worth of upgrades, a lot premium, and a pool that would sell for $1.4 to $1.5, but that same floor plan starts at $750,000, and they tell you that home's $750,000. Now, sometimes the builder advertising does that too. Does it work? Yes, it gets you in the door, but it's a little shady. A lot of times, right, they're gonna show you the base price, and when you walk in the model, it's gonna be the same floor plan, but it's not gonna include your lot premiums, interior upgrades, closing costs, and structural upgrades, which all add up super quickly. Most of the time in the design center, most buyers tend to spend around 15% of the base price in upgrades. If you're buying a $400,000 home, expect that to get what you want, maybe about $60,000 additional. Some of those upgrades are going to be upgrading your countertops, your flooring, cabinets, extended patios, higher end finishes, and things of that nature. And those can add up to tens of thousands of dollars super quickly. Another cost a lot of buyers don't think of is the lot premium. If you want that corner lot, it could be another $15,000. You want one that looks at the lake, $60,000. And sometimes it may be just a few $1,000s. So it's not always super extreme. It really depends builder to builder and what that lot gets you, right? If it backs up to a greenbelt or a lake or a big corner lot, you're gonna pay a little bit for it. While new construction homes are great, and I never discourage you from looking at them, it's super important to have the full picture and full understanding before making that decision. And if you need any help making that decision or have questions about suburbs, anything related to North Texas real estate, reach out to me. My team and I would love to help you make a move. We've helped numerous families make the move, whether that's from California, Georgia, anywhere in between. All our contact information is below. Reach out to me. I'd love to help you make a smooth move. But let's get into the next factor, and that's one that you're going to be living in an active construction zone. Now, of course, when you see the advertisements, master planned communities, crazy pools, pickleball courts, all of that, it's all great, and it's super easy to get caught up in the buzz of that in a brand new home and not realize that you're the only home on the street right now, and you're going to have to deal with them pouring foundations at 6 a.m., roofers, framers, nail guns going off, you giant trucks backing up and beeping, nails in your tires, right? All of this is things I've experienced, except I wasn't the only home. I was one of the last homes on my street to sell. But you've got to think about that, right? You're going to have some minor inconveniences, or it could be major, right? You may not want to hear hammering and nailing for the next 1 to 2 years while they finish out your street and construction zone. You're also going to have a lot of dust and noise. I know mine, so I'm kind of on a hill, right? I'm here, and then there's a big hill that goes up, and those lots aren't completed. So they've got the erosion fencing up, but when it really, really pours, that overflows, and you can't even see there's a concrete street. It's just straight mud. You gotta wait for it to dry, and then they have a street sweeper and they clean it, but then you have dust everywhere. So my community does a really good job of keeping that clean and picked up, but just know that is a very real possibility for you to have to deal with. And another thing is, a lot of the landscaping is brand new. Your trees are a lot smaller. So we'll get into kind of where you like those bigger trees, where resale may be an advantage for you. One of the biggest advantages of resale homes that many buyers overlook is it's an established neighborhood. It's already running. You don't have to deal with any construction. You're gonna get those larger mature trees, finished infrastructure, lower risk of school zone changing. These neighborhoods often feel a lot more settled and established. Another big advantage is, while a lot of new construction neighborhoods do have bigger lot options, a lot of them are 40 and 50 foot lots. We do have some 60 and 72 and occasionally a 90 foot. But a lot of these older North Texas suburbs have a lot bigger lot sizes and a little bit more space between homes. So if you're a buyer who values backyard space and privacy, this can be a huge advantage for you. And resale homes, you know, when you go and see, you're gonna know exactly what the neighborhood looks like and what you can expect, right? You don't have to look at rendered images of what it's expected to look like. You can really evaluate the traffic patterns, nearby amenities, school location, and employers, because everything's already built. You know what to expect when you move in. There's likely not going to be any large changes. There's a lot so the main point is there's a lot fewer unknowns when buying a pre-owned home versus a brand new construction. I'm curious, comment any questions you have about this. I've had a few people reach out to me, ask me a question, and then I made a video. You're probably not the only one wondering something. So comment below your thoughts on this or any questions you have. Another big difference is being able to negotiate. When you buy a resale home, buyers, you can negotiate anything, right? Price, closing costs, move-in timeline, and depending on the market and the seller's needs, the seller may be able to make those adjustments for you. Builders, on the other hand, operate a little bit differently. They don't have another home to move into. All they care about is their bottom line. So while they may be flexible and we have been able to get closing costs covered, discounts on the home, free upgrades, interest rate buy down, all of that, builders really try and protect the sales price so that it helps their comps and they can maximize their money. And they tend to go more towards throwing in, like appliances, closing costs, rate buy downs. Not that you can't get the price off, but if you walk in and want to buy a spec home that your closing date's 2 months, they're probably going to say no, especially if it's a hot community, because they know someone's going to come in that can close in 30 days. You can negotiate with both. Just know the scenario and what negotiating looks like may look a little bit different for you on resale versus new construction. So let's hop into when resale versus new construction makes the most sense. New construction is going to make the most sense if you want brand new, modern layouts, homes that are already fully up to date, just move in ready. They're a lot more energy efficient. You can customize the options and get exactly what you want if you get in early enough, right? Obviously, if the home's already built, you're not gonna tear stuff up. But if you build it from the ground up, you're gonna get those options and get it exactly how you want it. You're also gonna get brand new appliances and systems. You're not going to have to worry about that 15, 20-year-old HVAC system going out the next year. And you get a warranty. Many builders have a 1 to 10-year warranty, which is pretty much 1 year on everything, 2 year on all the systems like HVAC, plumbing, appliances, and then 10 year on the foundation. For buyers who want that move-in ready home with the latest designs and features, new construction is definitely going to check the box. But resale homes also offer some advantages that are pretty hard to replicate. Resale homes are going to be ideal for someone that may like older neighborhoods that feel more established with bigger trees, larger lots, mature landscaping, and immediate availability, right? You may walk into a new construction neighborhood. They may have the floor plan you absolutely love, but it's not going to be ready for 4 months. And you may not be able to wait that 4 months. So you're either going to have to go see if they have that floor plan in another community or find another builder in that community or a nearby community to go with. Still, on the other hand, if it's on the market, they may need a small lease back, but 45, 60 days to close. likely going to be no issue. A lot of buyers also find that resale homes in certain areas have a lot more long-term value, which is 100% true. When buying new construction, something to be mindful of is, especially if you buy in the first phase and they have to build another 800 homes, and you're only planning to be there 3 to 5 years, they may still be building, and when you go to sell, you may have to compete with those same builder incentives that attracted you to them in the first place, with all the closing costs covered, lower interest rates, and that can be really tough to do and take a hit on your equity. Ultimately, new homes versus resale, one isn't better than the other. It really depends on your priorities, what fits best for what you're looking for, and your timeline. Some buyers want those brand new homes with open layouts, brand new, everything inside, and others are going to prioritize the location, mature trees, bigger lot, or neighborhood characteristics. Understanding the trade-offs of each of these absolutely help you make the right decision, and I hope this video was able to do that and help you narrow down, like, hey, do I need to look at, for those older homes, do I look in Frisco new construction or Frisco pre-owned, right? If you're planning a move here to North Texas and struggling to decide between new construction or resale, or maybe you've made up your mind already, reach out to me. Me and my team would love to help you make a smooth move here. And be sure to subscribe. I do a new video every Friday at 6 p.m. breaking down a North Texas suburb.